Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a new deck that revolves around a new archetype. It's Battlewasp, and we're also using another new super rare from the box. It's a pretty weak deck, borderline memes, but Konami had the nerve to give us an ultra rare from the archetype, so we'll start there. It's a level 8 synchro. It's pretty generic, one tuner, one non-tuner. This card was synchro summoned using a synchro monster as material. It can make a second attack during its battle phase. You can only use the effects of Battlewasp Hama, the Conquering Bow, once per turn. So you can use these effects even if he's not summoned with the synchro monster. He'll only gain a second attack when summoned with the synchro monster. He's also 2800. So these effects you'll always get though. So when this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1000 attack. So you can feasibly use that in some situations. Here, at the end of the battle phase, if your opponent has not taken any battle damage this phase, you can inflict 300 to your opponent for each Battlewasp monster in your graveyard. Now we have a total of 6 Battlewasp monsters, but they are very fast monsters. How do I mean fast? I'll show you. So when this card is normal summon, you can target one level 3 or lower insect monster in your graveyard, special summon it. All our other insect monsters except our butterfly are level 3 or lower, so you really use this effect pretty often. This card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, so that's card effect or battle. You can special summon one Battlewasp from your deck or hand, so that's only once per turn, but that is some floating. So he'll float out, get a couple Battlewasps in your graveyard. This boy, Twin Bow the attacker, during your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can just special summon him, no other circumstances needed. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except insect type monsters. You can only use this effect of Battlewasp once per turn. You can this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. He's only 1000 attack though, so we're using him for that little bit of attack and for synchro summons. So 3 plus 3, we can only make an insect. We can make this boy Halberd the Charge. He takes an insect tuner and a non-tuner once per battle, so each battle. During the damage calculation, if this card attacks an opponent's monster with equal or higher attack, and this is a quick effect, you can have the attack of that opponent's monster during the damage calculation only. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Battlewasp you control. So it's not in your graveyard, each you control, so not quite as big as our Conquering Bows effect, obviously. But they're just little cherry on top burn effects, not really your primary win con. So around all these other insects and Battlewasps, we have some very common, very powerful synchros in our Vermilion Dragon mech, our Scrap Dragon, and our Samurai Destroyer. All very powerful synchros that are just useful in certain situations. So what kind of insect tuners are even in this game? There's not many, let me tell you. We have Naturia Butterfly. Once per turn when your opponent's monster declares an attack, doesn't have to be on this butterfly, you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, negate the attack, very strong effect. We also have Infernity Beetle, guys. He's a level 2. If you have no cards in your hand, you could special summon him. This deck could possibly use that Paradox Brothers, the Guardian Labyrinth Builder, I believe is what it's called. You send 2, empty out your hand, special summon 2 of these boys. You could get some Corion Gadrix plays. I'm preferring to go with Insect Uprising. I've tried a lot to use Insect Uprising, guys, and I've never used it so often as you do with this deck. You're just summoning so quick. You could do it in one turn if you have some graveyard set up for rapid fire here. You could special summon, let's say, a tuner. Then you can special summon your Twin Bow. Activate Insect Uprising, which will decrease the attack of all your opponent's monsters by 800. As long as you have 3 bugs on the field, you can use it once per turn. Very strong, skilled. This is, like I said, this deck I've used it the most because you just get tons of monsters. Really, your normal summons are only going to these boys. He'll special summon another body when he normal summons. And this Primitive Butterfly also is pretty important to the deck. Also an insect. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can increase the level of all insect type monsters you control by 1. So let's see, we have 5 plus 3 is 8, so you could special summon Primitive, normal summon this butterfly. That's a level 8 synchro, whatever one you want. Or we could special summon Primitive, normal summon Beetle. That's our level 7. Or we could normal summon Primitive, special summon primitive, normal summon Infinity Beetle, use primitive's effect. Now we have a level 9 Vermilion, and that's not even the end, guys. We could just use number 5, use his effect on just him to where he's a 6. Now we have our Infinity Beetle, that's an 8 with our level 2 instead of level 3 tuner. So it's just tons of plays with Primitive Butterfly, adjusting the levels. And his special summon is also very easy. It's just if you control no monsters, special summon it. Very, very cool. Now we have some slots left over. It's a very monster heavy deck because it's a synchro deck. But we have some slots left over for some traps. I'm using Regeki Break because we can jam up our field and have a bunch in our hand. You use it with Regeki Break. Also set up your graveyard for your rapid fire to just special summon from there. Very strong card. And Dimensional Prison, guys. Dimensional Prison serves a few things. It fights off Witchcraft, it fights off Neos. It's a pretty strong card. But it's also a targeting battle trap, so there's a lot of ways to get around targeting battle trap. So these 5 slots, be a little flexible. Figure out what are your needs for this meta currently. But other than that, it's a very consistent deck for what it does. You are getting your synchros out as often as you need them. And even something as simple as a Samurai Destroyer will shut down some decks. Or you could sneak OTKs with your Vermilion Dragon Mech. But beyond that, it's nothing really new to a synchro mechanic or stuff like that. Mostly just fun. Even the boss monster is super whatever for an ultra rare. So don't really aim for that ultra rare. Definitely leave it off at least one. You don't even need one copy if you're never going to play it. But maybe they have better support in the future. Let me know, guys. Till then, thanks for watching. Alright, here we are versus Joey Wheeler. Let's see what he's got in store for us. We're going second. This deck, first or second, whatever you really want to do. If you're going first, you usually won't make your synchro plays and you kind of just spam the field with your bugs. However possible. Here, our opponent's set 1 and set 1. We top deck a Primitive Butterfly, very useful. We can just special summon it. Now we normal summon our Infinity Beetle. Use Primitive Butterfly's effect to raise both their levels by 1. So we go from 7 to 9. Vermilion Dragon Mech. Now, look, guys. We have our little Twimbo the Attacker. We're already done summoning, so now we can discard from our hand, destroy that monster that would have banished us, hit him with the Vermilion, and hit him twice with our little Twimbo Attacker for a sneaky little lethal people don't see coming. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here's my Valentine. We're going first this time. So our opponent's using Aroma Strategy. I believe it's even Aroma Garden. So kind of cheesy to use Aroma Strategy with an Aroma Garden deck. But anyway, we special summon our Primitive Butterfly. This is all turn 1. We don't need our opponent to do anything. So we special summon our Butterfly, normal summon our other Butterfly, and then we get a Scrap Dragon protected by a Dimensional Prison. Now our opponent's using Aroma Garden and Aroma Gardening. This is a very inconvenient card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, while your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon one Aroma Mage monster from your deck. So very hard to lethal someone with direct attacks when they're doing that, but we're going to try. So now in our second turn, we're going to normal summon our Rapid Fire. That's going to special summon our Naturia Butterfly. He's trying to show me all these battle traps, so I aim for these battle traps with my Scrap Dragon. But that's not going to happen. I know where the money is. We're going to destroy our Naturia Butterfly and destroy his Gardening, which causes him to immediately scoop. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are versus Rex Raptor. I believe he's going to show us something about this new deck here that I've seen a couple people do already, so I'm really glad I got a replay of it. You'll see right now he's using Titan Showdown. And we're starting with Primitive Butterfly and our Rapid Fire, so not a very good play. But we're going to special summon one and set the other. Remember, he's a floater, so he'll float into another Battlewasp of some sort. Here we're fighting Evil Eyes, guys. Remember, you got to be careful with that life point drain on Evil Eye. We'll see right now. So he's using two Basilisks. One has a Gorgonio. The other Selene. He dumped a Selene. He did that pretty weird. But anyway, in case you missed that, we summoned all three of our boys, and we used our Insect Uprising to get him. Minus 800 attack off both of those boys, but he used Inner Universe, which switches attack and defense, making him a 2000 monster. but we're still able to swing over the boy who was in defense, and then he double cyclones our dimensional prison. So we're pretty even in resources here, but I have more on the field. Here he's able to pay 1,000 life points for his Eye of Selene to come back, and equips the Eye of Selene. So he can't be destroyed, can't be touched, all that great stuff. But he can be hit by Insect Uprising. So we normal summon our Nurturia Butterfly, hit him with the Insect Uprising once again. Now we get to synchro summon into our Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon's gonna destroy our Rapid Fire, so we can destroy the Selene. Now that monster's just a regular monster again. We knock him all the way down to 1,400 life points. He's gonna go for a Paradio, or how do you say that? Paradinio? Where's the Paradolia? So he's going for a Paradolia with his Gorgonio. Now he's paying for his Selene, guys. He searched a Medusa with his field spell. Normal summons that Medusa. He hasn't used the Selene yet because he'd be losing life points from using these effects. Now he's going to use his Basilisk effect, dumps an Evil Eye for really no reason. Now he equips the Selene, tries to use his Medusa effect of banishing a card, but that minuses the 500 he needs to be lethal. Crazy archetype, guys. Gotta be really careful with that stuff. Alright, here we are facing an Esperoba. Go in second. No skill from our boy yet. We have a Primitive and a Tuner, and both are Battlewasps, so pretty good. Our opponent is playing 6 Samurai, very old deck, but consistent and putting out its win con nonetheless. Here I'm pretty sure this boy had a dual wield, but he chooses not to use it weirdly. Here's my Prismatic Primitive Butterfly. So we get to normal summon our Infernity Beetle. That's a Samurai Destroyer, guys. Already over his 6 Samurai. Have no idea why he wouldn't have dual wielded when I summoned the Infernity Beetle. Maybe it wasn't a dual wield or something, but I'm pretty sure it's a dual wield the way he plays the rest of the duel. So anyway, he normal summons a Fuma, special summons another legendary Secret of the Six, brings out a Shien, but all I have to do is keep swinging as long as I don't give him something else to dual wield, or possibly negate, or whatever he's trying to do. Just easily swing into him, and then he's in top deck mode and eventually scoops. So very easy, Samurai Destroyer can just shut down certain decks, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Zane, but it's definitely not Cyber Dragons. So we're going second once again. Starting with 2 Regeki Breaks, Primitive, and our Twin Attacker. All we need is the Tuner. Here we're fighting a Despot. We get that Tuner, special summon our Primitive Butterfly, normal summon our Beetle. That is our Samurai Destroyer, and that completely shuts down Despots. He hits us with Pulse Mines, but this is RIP for Despots already, guys. They heavily rely on monster effects. He can't even use his effect attacking into me, so he would have wanted to have doubled his attack to destroy me. Couldn't happen. We were Regeki Break in the end phase. Top deck a Primitive Butterfly, set another Regeki Break, swing into the Boy, but there's like literally nothing he can do, so he's got a scoop, guys. Great stuff. So like I said, this deck consistently puts out synchro monsters in the core area of synchros, and that's 7, 8, and 9. Very strong synchro monsters. And the level 6 isn't bad. The level 6 is easy to get out. It's a 2-card combo with Twin Attacker and our Naturia Butterfly. So it's pretty good, guys. It's good synchros. I've put heavy traps behind it because battle traps are kind of useful right now against Witchcraft. So it's a pretty decent deck, honestly. I know if you wouldn't want to run into Cog, it would not be a smooth journey. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it wouldn't be fun. So just try it if you have some Battlewasp cards lying around and want to try the archetype. It's pretty fun. But thanks for watching, guys.